What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid? I'll go first. Don't get matching tattoos with your best friend. It's only cool until you're not best friends anymore.
Don't smoke crack. Whatever you do, don't smoke crack.
It took me until I was almost done with university to realize this, but there's no award at the end of life for doing what others expect of you. We are fed this narrative our entire lives that when we just go to school, get a job, get married, buy a house, have kids, life will just make sense. No, it won't. There's no magic moment that'll make sense for you because those are someone else's expectations. So create the life you want and create the rewards for yourself.
If you're embarrassed by your dreams, they'll never come true. I was reflecting about it this morning because I've been reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And basically, wherever you put your faith into is what you will receive. Growing up, I dedicated my entire life to water polo. I played it year round. I was on the youth national team. I was on the junior national team. I was All-American in college. And I wanted to become an Olympian. That was my dream goal. And at the end, I was wanting to become an Olympian. But I was too afraid to tell people that. And I can remember now being at a tryout. And there was this one girl who was younger than me, and she was telling me how she wants to go to the Olympics. And I remember being like, who are you to be so brave to say you want to go to the Olympics? And I remember being bashful, being like, yeah, whatever, like, whatever. Guess who's going to the Olympics now? Her.
The amount of money that I was spending on basic necessities, I'm talking Tide Pods, diapers, toilet paper, I mean, just the basic necessities to run a household, I was spending just way too much money on. I always heard of couponing, but I never wanted to do that much effort. I always heard of people being able to save so much money and get so much free stuff, but I'm lazy. I don't want to do that much work. And finally, I figured out through TikTok, thank you very much, that you don't have to put that much effort into it. I call it lazy couponing because that's what it is. I get the same deals as everyone else. I do not buy papers. I do not clip things. The only things I clip are from an actual app, and then I just do in-store pickup. I don't even go inside half the time. With just a little, minimal bit of effort, you can save a ton of money. And if you don't want to do the effort, just follow me and I'll tell you how.
Oh, I've got a good one. So I'm a doctor. I've been married for 11 years, and my wife is not in medicine. And it never once occurred to me in all the years we've been together that maybe she should take a class and learn how to do CPR. I mean, I guess I always assumed that, we're usually together, so if something happens to somebody, I'll be there to help. But then last year came along and I had a cardiac arrest in my sleep. And she had to learn CPR on the fly from the 911 dispatcher to save my life. Fortunately, it worked out, but ideally that is not the way to learn CPR. Everyone should know CPR. You, your family, your friends. It should be a requirement in schools. Every job should require you to know CPR. There's no downside to learning CPR, and you could save someone's life.
Right, so I thought for the longest time that I didn't have a passion because I wasn't really good at one thing in particular. Nope. A lot of you guys follow me from that skateboarding video. I'm not good at skating. I'm below average, but it makes me happy, so I skate. I am not good at dancing, but it makes me happy, so I dance. If you're not good at painting, but it makes you happy, paint. You do not have to be good at something to enjoy it. Do whatever makes you happy. Okay? Okay.
So I work in the financial literacy space, and what I now know is according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act passed by Congress back in the 70s, you can dispute and remove any and all negative items affecting your credit score, even if you still owe the debt.
You know that one friend you brought over and immediately your mom was like, nope, I don't like her. Trust your mamas.
Okay, before I tell you what it is that I did, please do not at me, okay? I realize it was a mistake. Let your children be individually what they are. And I know that sounds very basic, but it wasn't for me, okay? So I have twins, and one of them was very girly and the other one was very tomboy. And the girly one I just felt like was going to get more attention or going to be more liked than the other one because she just kind of dressed down, and so I tried to make her be girly. I would say things like, don't wear that. Don't you want to look cute? What did that just say to her? It just said to her that she's not cute. I look back at these pictures of her just being her in the clothes that made her happy to be her, and she was freaking cute. My daughter's complex about herself and her comparison with her sister is founded on my mistake. So if your kid wants to be a girly girl, if she wants to be a tomboy, let them.
Never under any circumstance co-sign for anyone. I don't care their relationship to you. I don't care how bad you feel for them. Soon as they go down, your credit score and you will go down as well. Don't.
Definitely the hardest lesson to learn. Your coworkers are not your friends. Get paid and go home.
For the love of God, if you're trying to learn business or anything else, don't read books. 80% of it is fluff, irrelevant. 20% of it is the value that you're looking for. Instead, there's apps like Blinkist that summarize books into 15 points, like the main points, and you can listen to it through audio or you can read it, but you shouldn't be reading 300, 250 page books just for 20% of the value. Instead, summarize it. It saves you a lot of time. You can get through more books, learn more value, and then apply that faster. So hopefully that helps.
Don't catch feelings. Just don't do it. You'll get hurt in the end. What I mean is for someone that doesn't know your self-worth, because you are beautiful. And don't go chasing them. Let them chase you.
Never, ever, 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 ever put the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket.
If your coworkers watch podcasts, don't try to have conversations with them during lunch rush, right? Today, we had a crazy lunch rush. I'm over here making fucking chicken. I'm smacking beanbags. I'm trying to get rice going. I'm in the zone, right? I see one of my coworkers. They're just staring off into the distance, right? I come up. I'm like, hey, are you good? Because it's game time. We got to make the burritos, right? And he was like, you know, humans have 2 lives. I was like, what? Fucking, I stopped what I was doing. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, we don't start our second life until we realize we only have 1 life to live. And I'm like, it's fucking Saturday. I want to go home. I bought Uncrustables. Can we go? And he was like, yeah. Also, how did we start a first language if we didn't have a language to start with in the first place? And I'm like, who are you, right? And he's like, do you like podcasts? We didn't get out of work on time.
Fucking sleep. Sleep, bro. Sleep, man. Don't think it's cool going without sleep. You can lose. I don't even know how to explain this. Just sleep. Sleep is very important. Sleep. Just sleep.
Oh God, do not trust the mute button in your Zoom classes. Don't trust them. The mute button is literally there just to see you fail. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're gonna do or say something embarrassing, just wait until your class or your meeting is over. You wanna know why? Because when I just started to do videos, I was still in class all the time, right? And one day I wanted to work on my intros for my videos to get my confidence up. So I muted myself, right, in my class, and then I turned to the mirror to start working on my intros. I was like, oh, the sealer of fates, the cleaner of plates, the man that always loves to take breaks, the man that eats cake and has stomach aches, the man McDonald's employees love to hate because he orders Shamrock shakes. I'm Jordan the Stallion 8. And then right behind me, I heard my computer say, I thought your name was Jeremy. And I kicked my computer closed. And I was like, I never went back to that class again. I'm like, what the fuck is that mute button even there for?